I'm Karen Stein. I'm the Sanctuary Director here at Moose Hill Wildlife Sanctuary in Sharon, and we are celebrating our Maple Festival on this day, and it's a time for everyone to go outside and learn about the whole mapling process that goes on from sap all the way to syrup, and they have a chance to learn about it from the colonial times, how trappers might have used the sap in the syrup, and then right down to how we do it today.
A lot of fun here with all the kids that come through our week. I think the first week we had over 400 pre-kindergarten, kindergartners, and second grades come through, and they all have great questions, which I like. I heated a lot with wood at home, so I know how to get a fire started. So that's, we have all the wood in here. It's nice and dry. It's been seasoned for a long time. We have kindling and newspaper that we use. It does take us, it would take us 2 hours of this, firing this and running this before we would get any maple syrup out of here. What are we making?
Maple syrup.
Oh, wow, that hand went up so fast. You kids were here before. Hans had the door open. Did you see what he was doing? This is all from Moose Hill here. The wood's all from Moose Hill. The sugar bush is down the street here. We've got about 120 trees that we have buckets hanging from it. Been down there. I've fallen down 2 or 3 times. We get all these buckets of sap. We bring them out of the tractor up here. We put them into this tank. Did everybody taste the sap?
Yeah.
Could you taste sugar?
Yes.
You could. The kids usually can. We take the sap, we put it in here, it's only 2 or 3% sugar coming right from the tree. We're bringing it in here, we're preheating it. Our ultimate goal is to get it down to 66% sugar content. And to do that, we have to get rid of a lot of what?
Water.
Very good. So the only thing we're putting in is sap, and the only thing we're taking out is water. If you could look straight down from the top, this is what's happening. We're adding this sap right here, and then it's going around and around and around. The firebox was there, you all saw. This is the flue gas is going out. We're preheating it. We don't want us going around and around. It's getting thicker and thicker. Right here is the hottest and the sweetest part of the sap. How do we know it's maple syrup? We have an analog thermometer here, and we also have an electronic thermometer that when we're doing it might take us 2 hours.
There we go. Perfect in there. And now what do we need? We have sap flowing out. Yep, we need a bucket. So we're going to pretend like we're hanging this bucket from her. Perfect. Look at all that beautiful sap coming out. Nice job. You can go back.
What we do is we tell them about how kids were involved in making maple sugar. We have them try out the yoke, which was used to carry the buckets of sap, and then then what we do is give them a taste of maple sugar, which is what this is.
Again, you had to make your food and you had to eat it. So if you started a soup, you were going to eat that soup regardless of what happened. So the Native American legend of how they discover maple syrup is actually all about messed up soup. And that's the legend of Waxus. Waxus was a Native American who lived around here in one of the tribes, and his job every day was to go off hunting. And so one of the nights he came home so upset that he took his hatchet that he hunted with, which is like a little axe, and he threw it into the tree that was right next to his house. And he said, "That's it, I'm going to bed. And I'm going to wake up early tomorrow so I can spend more time hunting all day." After a while, she noticed the smell wasn't going away. The smell was getting stronger, and it was filling the whole village. So by the time Waxus came home, the first words out of his mouth were, "Whoa, Cleta, what's that new smell in our village?" Of course, Cleta, being honest, she told him, "Well, Waxus, that's our dinner tonight. Hopefully it's edible." So they each took a bowl of this soup. They each took a bite. Waxus put down his bowl, and he put down his spoon, and he said, "Cleta, this is the best soup we've ever made before. I don't know what you did today, but we've got to figure out what the mistake was so that we can make the mistake again tomorrow." Does anybody here figure out where did their water come from?
The maple tree.
Yeah. Waxus's hatchet had opened up the tree, and Cleta's bucket had collected some of the first sap. She had unknowingly boiled it down into some of the first syrup, which is probably why their soup tasted so good, right? They were having maple syrup soup for dinner.
Now I